Okej, to po prostu Draven muszę ustawić. Wcale ich nie je. Wcale nie je jaj. Coco Jumbo je kokosy. I dobrze o tym wiemy wszyscy. No i zobaczmy sobie ten pierwszy rozdział. Tak jest. Dokładnie, Rurku. Jutro też będzie. Jutro też będzie. THQ Nordic! Trzymaj się, Ariel!
Thrilled, Miss Pendry.
The Raven's heir. Soon as one of them's caught, another one takes his place. Hey, Harold, have you read this? Harold?
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 Harry?
Ooh.
Spooky.
Harold, you hear me? This is no time for fun and games.
Surprise bad sexki. Będzie surprise bad sexki.
Contact, I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper? What are you doing here? And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guard back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx. Where is it?
Rudy, ja mu nie ufam. On jest rudy, nie ufaj mu.
Then he hasn't got it yet.
You mean the Raven's heir?
Shh! Turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do you know?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
Do you understand? You and me, mate, we'll be heroes.
Rudy jest podejrzany.
All right, now we just have to.
Już nie ma.
Halt! Stop! You're under arrest!
Wow, jebany. I'm Batman. Halt! Hände ho! Ciuch, ciuch, ciuch. I nadchodzi najlepszy główny bohater. Mówię wam. On przebija nawet laskę z Syberii. On ci nie wierzy, Rulku, po prostu. On ci po prostu nie wierzy. Znaczy, sorry, on cię robi w chuja, to chciałem powiedzieć. On jest najlepszy ze wszystkich. Zobaczycie go. Tylko muszę ściszyć grę. A teraz nie chcę minimalizować, bo jest filmik. L'Orient Express. Gdzie on jest? Gdzie jest grubasek? Gdzie jest grubasek?
Hands up!
Jest! Jest i on!
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
On jest genialny!
You're funny, but you don't look like a real cop. You don't even have a revolver.
Dobra, czekajcie, trochę ściszę. Okej.
What's your name, boy?
My name is Matthew Miller,
And where are you from, Matthew Miller?
from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. But my mom and I live in England now. She's taking care of some rich old lady. We're on our way to Venice at the moment. We're taking a cruise on a big ship.
Impressive. You've already seen half the world. I've spent my entire life in Switzerland.
In
Must be
Switzerland.
really boring.
And what's with the gun? What do you need it for?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre and those priceless eggs with gold and diamonds and stuff. And Bobby Dobbs says he replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
I know who the Raven was. Although I don't quite buy that bit about the crown jewels. You do know these days there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven. 2 days ago, a precious ruby was stolen from the British Museum.
Ooh.
There was an explosion. A guard
I to był
was
właśnie
severely
Raven.
injured.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what the papers say?
You talk too much, Constable.
You talk too much. Homeboy, you never shut up. You
Or
talk.
Did he pull a gun on you?
No, monsieur.
Get
No,
the
monsieur.
woman.
No, monsieur.
Inspector Legrand.
Legrand.
It's a great honor to work with a celebrity like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss police, but it'd be better if you'd remain seated and keep an eye on things.
Of course.
But monsieur, your journey on this train is most unusual. Is it
Oui.
related to the burglary at the British Museum?
Not in the least.
And the safe? What's that for?
I'll let you know if we need your help, Constable. If you'll excuse me, I'll be in the first freight car at the back of the train for the rest of the trip.
I'm not here to enjoy the beautiful scenery. I am a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Thanks to that?
I watched the people on the platform in Zurich. I know, for example, that that man over there is a violinist.
That would be more impressive if there weren't a violin case next to him.
And I believe that the gentleman in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to take up a new position.
Ooh.
What gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Clever boy.
No holiday in Italy. Following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either.
No.
The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
Nice one.
Constable...
Zellner.
Constable Zellner. If you're such a clever fellow, what am I doing on this train?
Wkurwiasz mnie. To robisz na tym pociągu. A ty tak naprawdę pilnujesz czegoś, nie oszukujmy się. Było słuchać po tym, co nam powiedział.
I think you're guarding something.
Że miej na coś oko.
And what might it be?
Coś w sejfie. Nie wiem co to jest, ale coś w sejfie. Nawet zgaduję, że to jest oryginalny klejnot, który przewozisz. Tak naprawdę. On ukradł falsyfikat, a ty przewozisz oryginał. Ale nie będę tak hardkorowo leciał.
I really couldn't say. But it must be very important.
Why is that?
Because you are very important.
Dokładnie.
They wouldn't have assigned the case to you if it were just a trifle.
Let's assume that we really are transporting something very important on this train. And let's assume that it really is my job to see that it arrives safely. Then why isn't the train crawling with police?
No bo żeby nie przykuwać uwagi, bo pewnie to jest pułapka. Obie rzeczy są obie. Obie są obie. Obie są obie, tak. Obie są dobre. No ale powiedzmy, żeby nie przykuwać uwagi.
You don't want to arouse attention.
Evident, but why not?
Bo to jest pułapka.
It's a trap.
You've got a vivid imagination.
Oh really, do I?
Well, that is impressive, I admit. But the fewer people involved, the better. We'll get along fine without you.
You won't.
Won't?
You won't.
Pardonnez-moi.
Pardonnez-moi.
And I will help.
I will help you.
And I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do, whether you like it or not.
Oui, monsieur.
And stop. Your commitment speaks volumes, Zellner.
Zellner.
But this is my show, and I don't need you. Bon voyage.
Bon voyage.
How do you know?
Bon, mon ami, but not bon enough.
Oh, hello.
You cheated.
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. Everything himself. And you were just pretending to put 2 and 2 together.
I dlatego lubię tego gościa.
Do you know who that is? That's Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to tell on you.
You'd really
Zamknij
tell
się,
him?
Rudy.
To the very policeman who shot your
Jak ci
dear
zaraz...
Raven?
Whoa. It was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
I wouldn't either. All right, Matthew. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom. She calls me Maddie, as if I were a little kid.
Na ciebie będę mówił bici,
Whether Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open.
bo trujesz dupę.
Maybe I can change his mind.
Czy chcę poznać sterowanie? Tak, bo nie pamiętam do końca, ale wolę jeszcze opcję na początek. Czyli nie mogę w tym momencie? Mogę. Okej, jednak jeszcze nie. Dobra.
This
Papier.
morning I thought I wouldn't be hungry because of all the excitement. Thankfully I bought a sandwich with me anyway.
Sprytny Zellner. Czy jak on ma, kurwa, już nie pamiętam. Zeller. I tak go uwielbiam. Podnieśmy to. I wyrzućmy do kosz. Patrzcie jaka kultura. Jaka kulturka. A nie, on ogryzek zawinie jeszcze w papierek. Ja pierdolę, jaki ten gość jest kulturalny. Patrzcie na niego. Job twoją mać.
I wrapped the apple core in the sandwich paper. That way I can carry it without making a mess of my trouser pocket.
Pełna
So I
kulturka.
don't have to carry them all day.
Jeszcze chusteczkę mamy.
The napkin came with a croissant I bought at the train station.
Croissant.
A guilty pleasure. I don't need that either.
Croissant.
Every table has its own wastebasket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat.
Wait, to nie jest śmietnik? Tutaj trzeba
Every
zostawić?
table
O, szkoda, że muszę tutaj zostawić. Słaba kultura jednak.
All right.
Baw się dobrze. Alright. Trzymaj się, katangu. Dobra, ja bym chciał zrobić tak. Ustawienia. Probably coś takiego. Nope. O. Coś takiego chyba. Jak to było, spacją, tak? Czy jednak nie spacją? No, dobra, nie muszę używać spacji, ale myślałem, że mówili, że mogę użyć spacji. Okej. A to są te punkty chyba podpowiedzi, że mogę tego użyć i tracę dychę. Tak, okej.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow.
Ooh.
And he's traveling through the most beautiful mountain landscape in the world. But one can only hope that his violin is better tuned than he.
What do you mean? Pogadajmy z nim. Jaka sexy klata? Zestresowany coś jesteś.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
If I'm not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Mhm.
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo
Okay.
violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money. Or so they say.
In that case, I'm probably not one of the best.
Macie religię na Discordzie i każdy nick ma na końcu słowo wór. Jak nazwać kucykowego artystę? Potwór.
Are you traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at
In
the
Cairo!
Egyptian Museum there.
Ooh.
I'm sure your recital will be a great success. But tell me, did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand.
Przepraszam, Joru.
I didn't notice anything.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Kutas coś ukrywa.
Very kind of you.
O!
Thanks. Oh, pardon me.
No
Dziwna
problem.
scena.
The uniform is waterproof. Mr.
Lucio. Professor Edgar Lucio.
Oh,
Lucien.
a professor?
Edgar Lucien.
Are you a scientist? Do you teach at the Sorbonne?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
You don't say.
Oh, really?
So you were, shall we say, an eyewitness to the burglary 2 days ago?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, no?
Well, there was a lot of commotion, but I didn't really pay much attention to it.
There was
Oh,
a
really?
break-in in your museum, and it didn't concern you?
Well, let's just say that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000 years concerns me.
Jakie kurwa zabawne.
May I ask where you are going?
Of course. To Venice. I'm going to meet some colleagues there.
Oh, Venice. A beautiful city, so I'm told.
Indeed.
Doprawdy.
I really have to take my leave now.
Just a moment, please.
Jeszcze
The
chwilka.
famous Inspector Legrand is on this train. I imagine you know him.
No, should I?
You don't know him?
no.
And you also don't know what he's doing here?
No. Why should I?
Just a thought. You're a representative of the British Museum. There's a guarded safe on the train.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying to imply. And now, please excuse me.
A czy widziałeś coś podejrzanego?
Just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Here? On the train? No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time in my compartment.
Doprawdy.
I don't want to take up any more of your valuable time.
Podejrzany jesteś.
But you do understand, don't you, that what concerns me is the present, and especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just... I'm in rather a hurry.
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course, Constable.
Of course. Ach, ta kulturka.
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
Oh no!
We'll sort it out somehow.
Suń dupę,
The compartment is locked.
pinglarzu.
I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key. I asked the steward. He was going to bring me one, but he never came back.
Someone locked it.
Ej, to chociaż zróbcie Lady
Find
otwór.
the steward.
Come
He needs to
on.
bring me the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
You don't understand. I have to get back in my compartment.
Akurat
Alright,
pomysł Penirka
that's
jest
what-
dobry. Dobra, no to ogarniemy mu to. Kto je zamknął? Okej, szukamy dalej.
He doesn't make a very balanced impression. And he, of all people, isn't bothered by a robbery in his own museum.
True.
The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue blood on the Orient Express.
To zmienię w nocy i tak. I tak zmienię w nocy po streamie pewnie. Jak będę pamiętał.
I don't believe it.
Stara baba! Nie wierzę w to!
I never thought I'd ever meet you.
Jak ty jeszcze żyjesz?
We'd prefer.
Ile ty masz lat? 500?
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Unfortunately, just a constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable.
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Anton Jakob Zellner.
Miss Miller.
A pleasure. May I ask what you're doing here? Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Jak elfy, rozumiem.
I've been writing since I was a little girl. It became my job, and now I've stopped. So, this must be a holiday.
You quit writing? Impossible. I
Impossible.
have all the books. Your Detective Partout is my favorite character.
Then I have bad news for you. I killed the old wretch off years ago.
I don't understand.
I'd rather not discuss my work, Constable.
Oh, well, fine. Are you traveling to Istanbul, Lady Westmacott?
Istanbul to nie
No,
Konstantynopol.
I'm going to
To jest
From
Istanbul,
there
nie
we will take a ship to
Konstantynopol. To jest
Cairo.
Istanbul, nie
As you may know,
Konstantynopol.
I have a penchant for archaeology. I
Penchant.
fund a few excavations in Egypt. I traveled to Egypt by ship as a young woman. And now I'm doing it again as an old woman.
I see. As a writer, you must be very observant. Am I right? I mean, you have to study the behavior of people around you to create the characters in your novels, don't you?
I solved the mystery of human nature a long time ago, Mr. Zellner.
Nie, ona jest chyba
Most
jakby
people just bore me.
Really? I have
referencem,
the impression
jakby
you
postacią
were
bazowaną
eyeing me
na
suspiciously
Agacie
as I
Christie.
came in.
What do you want to know,
Wydaje mi się.
Constable?
Że ona jest jak Agatha Christie i on jest fanem jej książek.
Did you notice the man who just walked into the next carriage with a cup of tea?
I did. He seemed nervous. He was waiting at the bar for the steward, and since the steward never appeared, he elected to help himself. He took 2 biscuits.
He's pretty young, but he's already a professor at the British Museum.
2 ciastka zabrał.
I'll have to talk to him later.
Zero kultury.
Just out of courtesy, of course.
Co za kutas.
Did you notice
Tak, tak, no właśnie Zellner wygląda jak Poirot.
I certainly did. He introduced himself and tried to make a good impression. People like him are drawn to wealth and fame, like moths to a flame.
But his charms failed on you.
I know him by name. David Kreutzer.
Kreutzer.
He was a drain on my friend's purse.
Do you think he has a money problem?
People like him always have a money problem. No matter how much you give them, they always spend twice as
Artysta.
much and complain
Typowy artysta.
far too little.
Did you notice anyone else? What about the doctor?
I notice that you've asked me about everyone, except for the inspector who went in the direction of the
Spostrzegawcza stara baba.
Isn't that the Frenchman who made his name when he caught the raven?
I wouldn't quite say caught.
Well, shot. Why don't you ask me about him and my
Zaku,
theory
nie,
of what
nie
he's
mam.
doing here?
I don't think we should discuss Inspector Legrand's investigation in public.
Legrand, right. That was his name. Will he save the day again? Or will you? Constable.
As much as I'd like to
To
keep
będę ja.
duty calls.
Myrtle.
You were right.
Ja ogarnę tą sprawę.
I did observe you as you came.
Zaraz, jaka jest
You seem
sprawa?
so-
Ja się tym zajmę. Jeszcze nie wiem czym, ale się tym zajmę, okej?
Time since I've had a chance to prove myself, madam.
And this is it. Your chance.
I do hope.
I jeszcze jakieś
Then
pół godzinki
that
zrobię.
Even small people can make big changes, as my friend Ronald likes to say.
I shall do my best. Mrs. Miller made a good impression. She wanted to protect Lady Westmacott from me, a pushy admirer. Very diligent. But she does seem a little nervous and tense. I imagine she has her
Pewnie
work
się
cut
Osynka
out for her
właśnie
map.
stresuje, no.
And a difficult boss, from what they say.
Dobra, marka lodu to jest moje krocze.
The steward must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally he would offer them discreetly after dinner.
Zaraz. Czyli steward leci w chuja. I to ostro leci w chuja ten steward coś. Drzwi zamknięte mamy. Wykałaczki nierozdane. Coś się dzieje z nim. Gdzie on jest, kutasiarz?
Butterscotch.
Oh.
I've loved them since I was a child. Their only drawback, they don't play nice with false teeth. Maybe if I just suck it.
Suck it, baby. Oh yes, you can
I
suck
suppose
it.
the steward won't object to me having a look around in his absence.
Notatnik.
Pad on which the steward writes orders, empty. Maybe he didn't use it because there's not much to do today.
Ale zobacz, weź ołówek.
I don't need the pad, but the pencil might come in handy.
O, okej. Nożyczki.
The steward probably uses the scissors on hard to open packages. These days nearly everything is sealed up tight. A colleague recently told me about dried powdered soup in small bags. I couldn't believe it.
Jakaś magia, kurwa. Jakaś magia.
Perhaps he keeps the compartment keys in there.
A. Kurwa mać.
Locked. Where could he be?
Coś jeszcze tu jest? Chyba nie. Korzystaliśmy już? Nie. Ogólnie podoba mi się ten właśnie system, że podpowiedzi kosztują pewną walutę. No, taka fajny balans pomiędzy brakiem podpowiedzi i zawsze szukaniem tylko podpowiedzi. Mr. Zelna.
Right. How can I help you?
How can I help you?
Tell me, did you notice anything suspicious here on the train or in Zurich?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was stolen on the platform?
Ooh.
No. Is there any reason to be concerned?
No, just routine.
Constable Zelna.
W ogóle go to nie stresuje?
Don't think I'm naive. I spotted the inspector from Interpol. Legarde is his name, if I recall correctly.
Legrand.
Legrand.
Say so. At the train station in Zurich, he put a cash box into the safe, and then kept close watch as it was loaded onto the train. Don't tell me
Kłamiesz.
that a man at his pay grade routinely tramps across the Alps just to keep an eye on cash boxes.
Dokładnie.
Cash box? Like the ones you'd find in
To nie
safe
może,
deposit
to
boxes?
nie będą tylko pieniądze.
Precisely. And I believe we both have a good idea just what's inside.
Pewnie
I do indeed have a theory.
ten kurwa Rubin, co to było? Oko
What's
smoka, nie?
yours?
A ruby was stolen in London. One of the legendary Eyes of the Sphinx.
A, Sphinxa,
The
sorry, nie
second
smoka.
jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly. Both
Dużo
jewels
pamiętasz
were supposed
na
to
ten
be
temat.
exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in
Zadziwiająco
50
dużo
years.
pamiętasz
It
na ten
does
temat.
make one wonder.
Indeed. Any news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People were injured.
Well, one cannot execute a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It seems like the Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
May I borrow your newspaper?
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit, aren't you?
You caught me out.
You got me.
Dankeschön.
Za sprytny, kurwa. Za sprytny frajer jakiś jest.
There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told him to search for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves. And didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know.
Czyli on po prostu jest kutasem zwykłym.
He's not here doing his job.
Nie jest złodziejem, jest
That's
zwykłym
Auf
kutasem.
Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
Really? Was it really?
Let's see if there's any news. Blah, 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 blah. Eye of the Sphinx. One of two priceless jewels. Extraordinary pure ruby. 2000 BC.
Pure ruby.
Etc., etc. Old news. And here, shocking burglary. Professional thieves surprised by museum guard Charles Langley and Constable Robert Oliver of Scotland Yard. Explosion?
Oliver.
Not really anything new. One of the two eyes of the Sphinx, a ruby that's nearly 4,000 years old, was stolen from the British Museum. The burglar was surprised, but managed to escape with his loot without being recognized. That's the official story. But it says nothing about Legrand and the second eye.
Dokładnie.
Luna's Drops. The calming herbal liqueur for women.
No, przydałoby się
A
kobitkom.
day, it relaxes the nerves and maintains domestic tranquility. Luna's Drops, if you don't want to bother your husband.
Dokładnie.
A story about the upcoming Oscars and Cleopatra's chances of winning. An incredible feat. They built the largest movie set of all time in Rome. And because of the main actress's many illnesses, several changes of director and months of delays,
to był najdroższy
cost
film
just
chyba
over
na swoje
$14
czasy.
million. The most expensive movie ever made. A record never to be broken.
Pobili, ale pamiętajmy o inflacji.
John Surtees won the Formula One World Championship for the first time on Saturday. He also won the World Championship in motorcycle racing from 1956 to 1960, making him the only man in motorsports to win World Championships in both motorcycle and Formula One events. Not really my cup of tea. Too loud, too fast, too much exhaust.
Popieram. Too boring. Znaczy no Lady są napisy polskie, dlatego są napisy jakby co. Ja wiem, nie chcę się patrzeć czasami, nie chcę się patrzeć, rozumiem. W pełni.
I strongly suspect that the door is locked. No, it's open.
Oh! Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Wow.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend.
Okej, sorry. Tylko ja.
Put the gun down, Robert.
To jest ten Oliver, tak?
Introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the yard. And this is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control
no tak, Lady.
Then I was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
That's none of your business.
Perhaps that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye? An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo?
Someone has done his homework. Well done, Constable.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Oh, oui.
I could be your eyes on the train, as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
There is a certain Professor Lucien.
Lucien. What name is Lucien?
From London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out?
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story.
Lucien.
Well then, Constable
Brandstoner.
be my eyes and ears on the train and see that Professor Lucien gets back into...
Będę uszami, oczami oraz twoim penisem na
Report
pokładzie
back
tego
to me when you're through.
My
pociągu.
pleasure, monsieur. Constable Robert Oliver. Is it possible that I read your name in the newspaper?
Ah, could be, sir. Could very well be.
Robert
Yep.
was there when the first
Could be, sir.
Sphinx was stolen.
Why were you in the museum? Did you spot
Doing my
something
job,
from
sir.
outside?
Well, sir, I noticed that a door was ajar, which was suspicious. And it was my duty to investigate, sir.
Scotland Yard gave him a commendation and assigned him to me as a liaison.
A great honor, sir.
A great honor, sir.
What do you know of this Raven's heir?
He tried to blow me up.
Robert, we don't know...
He tried to blow me up.
With yet.
In any event, the new Raven is a more dangerous man than the old one.
How do you know it's a man? It could just as easily be a woman.
Oh.
Several men.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new Raven?
Ooh.
Never mind.
I go attend to the door now.
Good. And Constable Zellner?
Yes?
Don't bother us unless you have something new to report.
Of course.
Certainly.
A thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car.
Exactement. Knock twice. Then we'll know that it's you.
Understood.
I will knock twice. Sir?
An investigation on behalf of Legrand that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end.
Okay, okay.
A box with a padlock. I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars. At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here.
Okay. W połowie się ujebało i krzyczy? Nie wiem, klej do drewna? Co, mamy ołówek, karmelki, wykałaczkę, tabletki? Jakie tabletki, kurwa?
Pills. For my heart. I'm supposed to take one if I have trouble. My daughter insisted that I take them with me. She was strongly
Problemy z
against this
sercem.
little adventure, but I wasn't about to change my mind.
Okej, okej. No mamy lekki problem, wiesz? Mamy lekki problem.
Professor Lucien?
Yes? Do you have the key?
Actually, I
No.
wanted...
Please.
Okej. Zobaczmy zamek.
You can easily lock the compartment door from inside by turning a little knob.
But I didn't lock it.
Professor, if you had locked the door from in there, you wouldn't be out here.
Clever boy. A tu nie mogę teraz też nic. O, mogę. Puk, puk.
Yes, what is it?
Dobry.
Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
Jakaś stara baba.
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What? In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform. James, tell him that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
The Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never lose anything.
Very well then. I shall be on the lookout for your purse.
Stay hydrated.
If I might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
I thought he was looking for my purse. James, tell him to look for my purse.
The Baroness
Idę
wishes you to
szukać
search for
jej
her
portmonetki,
purse.
tak.
But couldn't we perhaps... All right. First, the purse. I will have a look around.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir. Wait, zabierzmy naszą książkę.
Should I ask for an autograph?
No.
That would be quite unprofessional. But on the other hand...
Do it. O, ktoś posprzątał już.
The large map shows the different routes of the Orient Express. This train began in Paris and ends in Istanbul, as usual. Unfortunately, it will make most of its journey without me. This is the first car. The coal tender should be directly beyond this door, and in front of it, the engine.
Się zakręciłem. To jest Ray Liotta? Mówisz? Może podobny? Autografik?
Lady Westmacott.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might...
Sign your book, Constable Zellner?
No.
If it isn't too much of an inconvenience.
Of course it's an inconvenience, but only a small one.
O, dokładnie, dokładnie. Pięknie mu odpowiedziała.
You are welcome.
Thank you so very much.
Okej, mamy jej podpis. Nie wiem po co mi ten podpis, ale mamy ten podpis. Karmelki dla dzieciaka?
Mrs. Miller?
O!
Yes?
The little boy, Matt, he's your son?
Oh, yes. Has he done something?
No.
No, mon ami.
Clever little fellow.
We always call him Professor because he's so precocious. If only someone could just drive the mischief out of him.
Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Oh, I'm afraid not. I was totally focused on my work.
She's always got an awful lot to do, my Mary.
You have to tell me if that's not all right with you.
Good Lord, child. Knit as much as you want.
So, nothing out of the ordinary?
No, Constable.
Biedulka.
A passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
Sorry, no.
Nor have I.
Have you asked my little boy? Maddie is good at finding things.
I haven't asked him yet, but I will. Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
To musimy namierzyć dzieciaka teraz. Wrócił na miejsce, czy nie? Jak się wozi! Damn, son!
If I may trouble you... A passenger is missing her purse. Perhaps you've seen it.
So, there are thieves on the train.
It's been missing for some time now. Probably since Zurich.
The Swiss don't let go of money easily, do they? Oh, pardon me. No, I haven't seen the purse.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a good trip. Have a good trip. You dig? Coś za barem zrobić? Może szufladę wykałaczką otworzyć? To by było dziwne, ale... Nie. Ołówkiem? Też nie.
A shortwave radio. It's amazing how small these things have become in the last 10 years. Who'd have thought that one day butterscotch would remind me of my age and of all the things I had to leave behind?
Znaczy ja też myślę, że skrzypek podpierdolił tą portmonetkę. Ale przydałoby się otworzyć ten przedział, nie? Ja też lubię jej to grać właśnie. Jest przyjemna rzecz. Kiedyś nie miałem cierpliwości takich gier. Cierpliwości brakowało mi po prostu. Teraz trochę lepiej jest do tego. Ale to będzie skrzypek, mówię ci. On jest aż tak podejrzany, że nie mogę go wyrzucić z głowy. Okej. Trochę ślepa uliczka, koniec gry. Musimy ogarnąć sposób na otwarcie szafki. Nie, grafika jest lepsza niż Syberia i to dużo jest lepsza. Mogę wejść za bar i albo znowu z nim pogadać.
The ladder leads up to the roof. It will be suicidal to climb up there while the train is at full speed. The wind, tunnels... No, I'll stay down here. Inspector Legrand?
Anything to report?
Chyba nie.
Baroness von Trebitz told me that she's missing her purse.
Baroness von Trebitz? Interesting.
Indeed, sir.
But it has nothing to do with our case.
So I shouldn't concern myself with the matter.
Why not? It's your job as a policeman. But don't expect me to be particularly interested in a lost purse.
I'll get back to work now.
Good.
Okej. A może jeszcze jedna jest jakaś lokacja, której nie znalazłem? Gdzieś na bok jeszcze? Nie. To jest tylko tu. Pani Miller mi już dużo nie powie chyba więcej. Wykałaczka na zamek? No, wykałaczką zamku nie otworzę, ołówkiem też nie. Oj, oj.
We Swiss are crazy about trains. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
Jeszcze nie wiadomo, jeszcze nie wiadomo.
Would you be so kind as to close the window? I don't want to sit in the draft.
Oh, pardon me.
O! Okej. Coś będę mógł z tym zrobić pewnie.
Perhaps a thoughtful conductor noticed that Professor Lucien wasn't in his compartment and locked it. I need the right key or a proper tool to get the door open. Perhaps a... I don't believe that... It's no use. The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it. The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it. I'm at a loss without a key or a proper tool. First, I better see about getting the door open. It doesn't seem like I'll get anything out of him. The Baroness seems... I better not bother her until...
Właśnie nie grałem nigdy w gry Agaty Christie. Bo to były te lata, gdzie właśnie byłem trochę mniej cierpliwy i mniej mnie jarały te gry.
There are thousands of us. Nothing would justify neglecting my duties.
Czyli czegoś nie widzimy. Czegoś nie widzę. Radio, szuflada, nożyczki. A może użyć ołówka i nożyczek?
When I scratch the pencils lead with the
I będzie właśnie pył grafitowy?
I won't get a Nobel Prize for the idea, but graphite powder will bring out fingerprints at a pinch.
Znaczy bardziej myślałem a propos... Okej, never mind. Teraz jeszcze szuflada nam została.
I need a bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock.
Odrobinę drutu albo coś w tym stylu.
The wooden toothpicks are nothing unusual. I won't eat any just now. It would be rather embarrassing if I met Legrand and wasn't able to open my mouth because it's been stuck shut or because I lost some teeth. For brave Constable Anton Jacob Zellner, whose time shall surely come, Clarissa Westmacott, DBE.
Okay.
Hello, Dr. Gay.
On chyba nie będzie chętny na rozmowę już teraz, co?
I meant to ask, the Baroness is missing her purse.
A Baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The Queen of Crime is over there, and now a Baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott? You were talking to her?
Well, I'm an admirer of her work.
Like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
I read that too.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
Aha. Doktorku. To będzie skrzypek. Tylko on ma motyw, tylko on jest biedny. Reszta sra pieniędzmi. Tak naprawdę. W porównaniu do niego. Tak, on portmonetkę, nie to, że z kryształem cokolwiek. Oj, chyba będę musiał zerknąć na jakiś poradnik, bo trochę ugrzęzłem.
I think it's uncomfortable for her when I talk to her in front of Lady although she's just knitting. Taking up a craft like that is typical of women who were told as little girls that idleness is a sin. Although...
Trzymaj się, Dajski. Okej. Zerknę raz. Zerknę na jakieś gajcy. O! Jest guide bez spoilerów nawet. Nice. Czegoś nie egzaminowałem jeszcze chyba tylko?
I think it... Although...
Ona nie chce z mną gadać.
I'd better let him...
To co, jeszcze jedna rozmowa kurwa z Legrandem Oliverem?
Inspector Legrand was... I'm only to enter the...
Czyli nie... Tu jest kłódka. O kurwa, okej.
Mad, have you gone mad?
Coś się dzieje, coś się dzieje.
Hey, my pistol.
Dawaj to kurwa gnoju.
I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. One just flew past the window.
Co?
Yes, yes, sure. Now get moving.
Oh man.
Ja mu wierzę. Co masz na myśli? Okej, drewniany pistolet mamy. Co masz na myśli, że duch przeleciał koło okna?
Oh, Constable?
Czego znowu, babo jedna?
Yes, ma'am.
My son didn't make any trouble for you, I hope.
Yeah.
It's just that he just walked past us, silent and seething. That's usually a sign that someone's laid down the law.
I'm afraid so. He played a trick on me, a rather dangerous one. The lad left me no choice but to take away his wooden pistol as a punishment.
I understand. And thank you.
Oh.
Maddie is a very lively child. Sometimes he needs a strong fatherly hand.
Where is Matt's father, if I may ask?
Dawno go nie ma, co? Yeah.
He's gone.
Ah, I understand.
Could you, leave Maddie's pistol here, perhaps? So you don't have to bother with it?
Of course.
Spoko.
I told him he wouldn't get it back until Venice.
Very well. Thank you again, Constable.
I think...
Dobra, dalej zajęta. Tu nic nowego. Siedzi gnojek.
Hello, Matt. Oh, come on.
O, no nie dąsaj się.
For the rest of the trip?
Until I get my pistol back.
I gave it to your mother.
Oh man, couldn't you have just raked me over the coals?
Would you have learned anything from that?
I didn't learn anything from this either.
No weź, młody.
Come on, Matt. Did you really think that you can ignore me for longer than I can ignore you? I'm Swiss. It's practically a national sport.
Oh. Cukierka?
Would you like a butterscotch?
You think you can bribe me?
I have
No?
no reason to. You made trouble and got punished for it. Take it as a peace offering.
Just 4?
If I'm faster than you, there'll only be 3.
Uroczy. Uroczy,
Friends
dziadziuś.
again?
Mm-hmm.
All right then. And no dangerous nonsense anymore.
Okay.
Your mother is Lady Westmacott's companion, correct?
Yeah, but it's not like you think. At first I thought, boy, you must be really wicked if you need to pay for friends. But the lady's really okay. A bit odd and really old. But other than that, she's great. She likes me.
The lady has peculiar taste.
No.
Hey!
You and your mother, do you both live on Lady Westmacott's estate?
I'm only there for the holidays. Most of the time I'm at boarding school.
I imagine that's not very pleasant.
No, it's fine. I have friends there. You always
Nie
have to be
wierzę,
so
że masz
quiet
przyjaciół,
in the
jesteś rudy.
lady's house, and I'm not allowed to bring any friends.
Such a big house with so many places to hide and no one to play hide and seek with.
You said it.
And how long has your mother worked for the lady?
2 years.
And your father? What does he do?
He stayed home. I used to go fishing with him and hunting. He even let me shoot a real gun.
And then?
I potem poszedł po fajki jednego poranka, prawda?
He left.
Yep.
I was 7.
Oh, and how old are you now?
In 8 months, I'll be 9 years old.
And do you already know what you want to be when you grow up? A burglar?
No. We'll see. Maybe an actor.
Really? Well, I don't know. You need a lot of talent for that. I'm an actor in a theater group, you know?
Oh!
Oh, yes. And I'm one of the best in our group, if I may say so. I get really deep into my roles.
I get
you know?
deep.
I don't just talk like
Really
the character.
deep.
I think like him. I become him. It's the only way to... Matt, are you okay?
Cukierek?
I think you just have to be good at copying things to be an actor.
That wasn't bad. Disturbing, but not bad.
Okay.
Tell me, have you seen the steward anywhere?
No. He was walking around a little while ago, though.
Hopefully they didn't forget him in Zurich.
What's he supposed to do?
I'm looking for a key.
Coś się dzieje ze stewardem, mówię wam.
Did you check his things behind the counter?
I'm sure the drawers will be locked.
Can't you break it open? Or pick the lock like the Raven?
Perhaps. But I'd need a piece of wire or something like that.
Ask my mom. She has a lot of hairpins. She doesn't like the wind messing up her hair.
O, dzięki.
Thanks for the tip. The Baroness in the second compartment over there is missing her purse. Do you have any idea where it could be?
Do I ever?
Co?
That guy over there with the violin case?
What about him?
He picked up something in Zurich and put it in his violin case.
Really?
Yeah, and he made sure that nobody saw him.
You saw him?
Uh-huh.
Did you also see what it was?
Nah, not really. But now that I think of it, it must have been the Baroness's purse.
I should look into it, shouldn't I?
I think so.
So long.
So longer.
Okej. Jak to działałem zapis tutaj? Zapisało? Yeah, okej.
Excuse me, sir. About the purse.
Ah, yes? Has it been found?
Nie.
Someone saw you with your violin case on the platform in Zurich.
What's the meaning of this? I didn't steal anything.
Nie, o broń Boże, pana nie obwiniam.
Whether you might have noticed anything on the platform.
Ah, well.
Why did you think I was accusing you?
Dokładnie.
Well, I thought because you mentioned my violin case in the context.
A co tam masz?
Apropos, may I have a look at your violin? It must be a very
Dokładnie.
extraordinary piece.
Oh, that's not possible. It's a genuine Guarneri.
Very valuable.
Really?
And also very sensitive.
What could harm
Really?
May I ask you to open the violin case?
No, you may not. I'm not guilty of anything.
I'm afraid I have to insist.
Then I'm afraid you need a warrant. I will not stand back and let you rifle through my belongings.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Kutasiarzu. Młody.
All right, Matt. Tell me now.
Młody.
The violinist won't let me check his violin.
Jest akcja.
Of course he won't. He's hiding something.
Jest akcja.
Try to distract
Idź mu
him,
przyjeb.
then you can have a look in his case.
What do you suggest?
I could tell him there's a suitcase full of money in the next carriage.
Nie pasuje.
As a thief, he'll definitely want to.
Dobra próba.
I don't think he'll fall.
Dobra próba, ale
Or I
nie.
can insult him and then run away. He'll try to catch me, and you'll have a chance to look in that.
Nie, bo złoi ci
Now that I
dupę.
think about it, this is something I have to attend to on my own. It would be expecting a bit much from a little boy.
Little boy, you must be kidding.
Sorry, Sheriff.
Szeryfie,
Your
przepraszam.
idea about distracting him is good all the same. So long.
So longer.
Czy będzie jakaś nowa reakcja?
What are you doing? Didn't I make myself clear? The window stays closed.
Sam se zamknij.
You're not alone on this train. I want the window open.
Dokładnie. Suko.
Swiss politeness doesn't seem to be what it used to be.
Teraz! Dawaj! Szybko!
I'm not going to catch a cold because of you. Go somewhere else if you don't like it.
God damn it. Było blisko, było blisko.
I've no idea what I'd say.
Czegoś w naszym planie brakuje. Niech się... O, zaraz. Wykałaczka w prowadnicę. Niech ma problem, skurwysyn.
The tip of the toothpick is stuck between the window and the runner.
Ojeju, jeju, jeju, okno się zacięło. Co ja biedny zrobię? Ja taki słaby, stary policjant. Szkoda by było, żebyś się przeziębił, prawda? O, widzisz, zacięło się. Mam cię, skurwysynu!
What are you doing there?
I was taking your case for safekeeping, since it was left here unattended. When I picked it up, the cover unlatched.
I never leave my violin unattended.
Ah, then no one else could have put this purse in your case. Someone must have snuck it in. Like you. For sure. And you have a pistol in the case because...
I don't owe you an explanation. It's mine. I have a gun license. Now, take the damned purse to the Baroness and leave me in peace.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Just get lost.
It won't be that easy. I'll report the incident to the Italian authorities in Venice.
Dokładnie, szmaciarzu. Mam cię, suko. Yeah, boy. Gotcha, bitch. Okej, baronesko, mam dla ciebie portmonetkę.
Should I take a look inside? On the other hand, there might be important clues to be found. And here, a picture. A family in a garden. From the light clothing of the people in the picture and the strong shadows, I'd say the picture was taken on a sunny day. Some letters. Private. Tough to read. It's old-fashioned German. I learned it in school, but I'm a bit out of practice. I've been writing with the Latin-style script for 10 years now, like everyone else.
Oh.
Seems like it says, "For my dear little sister Meta, summer in Masuria, 1926.
Masury!
The Baroness must have been a young woman in 1926. She probably spent the summer holidays with her family there. Pleasant memories carried in a picture, but it's none of my business. I should give the Baroness her property back."
Oh, Inspector, did you find the Baroness's purse?
Tak.
I did indeed.
You did?
Yes, I did! Oh mój łata!
Oh, wunderbar.
Jaki potwór.
Tremendous work, Inspector.
Constable, Baroness.
Jabba the Hutt, nie?
Constable Anton Jakob Zellner at your
Jakie
service.
kurwa Jabba?
May I ask you where this beautiful train is taking you?
To the madhouse, I'm afraid. Constant shaking and rattling.
Have you ever tried flying, Baroness?
Do you know how little luggage one is permitted upon an aeroplane? It defies all reason and good taste.
Have you heard about the burglary at the British Museum?
Heard about it? I'm directly affected by it.
How so?
I'm in charge of the Friends of the British Museum. And for your information, I'm financing the exhibition.
Exhibition? What exhibition?
The exhibition in Cairo. Where did you think we were going?
I don't know.
The eyes of the Sphinx were supposed to be exhibited together for the first time in decades. Now that one of them is gone, the exhibition will be rather less sensational than we'd
Tak trochę po
On the
piracku,
other
nie?
hand, there's a chance that all the uproar will generate more attention, and that the exhibition will still be a great success.
Perhaps. But we wanted to show them both together. That was
Together!
Can you tell me anything about your fellow passengers, Baroness?
No, not really. I could hardly care who's penned up in here.
I could hardly care.
Wait a minute. Lucien is
Lucien.
here. The professor. Poor fellow. The eye of the Sphinx that was stolen belonged to his collection.
Professor Lucien is an Egyptologist.
But of course.
Of course.
As director of the Egyptian department of the British Museum, he has to be. The whole burglary thing really upset him. Director Thomas told me he was a nervous wreck.
I'll take my leave of you now, Baroness, and I do hope your journey becomes more bearable.
Ha! Yes, indeed, Inspector.
Indeed, Inspector.
James?
Indeed. Dobra, ale to jest dobry moment na save'unio i kontynuację jutro. Ha! Indeed. Du, 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 du. Du, du, du. No i bardzo ładna gra. Bardzo ładna gra. Dobra, music i kończymy. Coco Jumbo, yeah, yeah, yeah.